gonna be okay. So I wanna see you smile today. Hey, you just gotta be happy, man. Good days, bad days, it's all part of life. But you must keep the groove on and enjoy every single day. I'm sure you've had some happy days before. So what makes you think you can't have more? Keep on fighting and you'll see. You will soon see rainbows. Hey, come on. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ba-dum ba-dum boom. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ba-dum ba-dum boom. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ba-dum ba-dum boom. La 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 la. La 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 la. Beautiful clouds, where you are, there are beautiful clouds, where you are, oh, oh.
Something come. Something go, 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 something come. Go, come. Something go, something come. All now.
Amen. Yeah, got it. Come back.
about La Paz here, that traders have taken over the streets. And so we came here to inspect what is going on. In fact, the MC's attention.
Amen. Got it. Come back.
If you issue a permit to an illegal, knowing very well that the place is illegal, issue permit, you also face the law. Some of them has been transferred to the north. I mean, just to serve, I mean, as a kind of punishment for them, so that when they realize that what they did was wrong, and they bring them back to Accra or other places. About La Paz here, that traders have taken over the streets. And so we came here to inspect what is going on. In fact, the MC's attention was drawn, and we want him to tell us the measures he has put in place to make sure that either they relocate them or push them back, so that we will have the street for pedestrians to move freely and drivers to move freely. And so we have the MC, Honorable Baja. He should tell us the measures he has taken in place so far. But you know, I'm much concerned. I mean, when it comes to women, I'm so much concerned about them. And so situations where they'll be deprived, I mean, from selling, that is what I don't want to hear, or I don't like. We want to allow them to trade. In as much as they are trading, we should also have free movement of vehicles and human beings, so that we'll all be safe. Trust me, if there's a vehicle fails any brace now, you can imagine the number of people that will be affected. And so, MC, today's week.
Yes.
Okay.
Come.
Okay.
Come and let's talk.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay.
But what I'm saying that you don't have any right to increase already.
For now. So we
Not for now. You have been making that mistake and increasing.
Okay. So now we are learning.
It's true, you are learning.
Yes.
I'm here to educate you.
You are right.
So you don't have any right whatsoever without talking to rent control.
Very well.
You must take your rent card.
Okay.
That every student here must be given a rent card.
Okay.
For 3,600 and 4,900. Wait. 3,600 plus in 4 in 1 room. Then 2 in 1 room is 4,900. I'm coming. At Prestige Hostel. It's big money. But I would want to understand how you got there.
Okay.
Now, I want to let you know you don't have any right whatsoever to even sit and increase your rent. It may be even be higher than what you are even charging. Based on what? But the point is, if you want to make an increment, the percentage that you added, how did you arrive at that?
Okay. Okay.
I'm told that here students pay their own electricity.
Yes, please.
So now taking the electricity, you are taking a whooping 3,600 4 in 1 room, and you are taking a whooping of 4,900, right? 2 in a room, which means almost about 10,000 or 9,000 and 9,800 or so for 2 in a room for a semester. So for 1 year, you are taking 20,000 cedis almost for that. No electricity added. So you don't have any right to do that. But because you are saying that you are now about to implement a new increment, and I've told you, tell management to suspend.
Okay.
Okay. So that if I come next time and I'm aware that you have made the increment, the consequences will be dire.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You can see these quotations is outrageously priced. On this particular one, on the land of Legon, managed by Senate, I will crave the indulgence of the minister responsible for education that this kind of exploitation must not continue. And Minister Helena Dusu should step out immediately without delays. And you see, the students are complaining. Nooks represent the student body of this country. And we must not pretend we have not heard. We have not pretend we are not aware. Today, I moved myself with the Event Control Department and the media houses. And this is what I have in my hands. And I really want to be captured so that I will not be misquoted. And what is alarming is that what they have pasted on their notice board is different from what I'm holding now. And this is serious. So let us take note of it.
Are we inviting them
to talk about any elite here? Because of people who think that they are big people in society. What a rich man cannot do, what a poor man cannot do, those people target themselves, power of the state, can also do. Under my watch as a commissioner of rents, nobody is bigger than the laws of the Republic of Ghana. And as I continue to update the president of the Republic, who believe the law must work, trust me, I wouldn't want to. I don't know anybody or who built the hostels, but I know they have managers. So we have invited them. I know they are private hostels, but when we get there, we'll cross it. But I know nobody is above the law. So if you sit home and say you are a big man and that you have been building hostels and are exploiting and stealing, I see this exploitation and as exploitation and stealing and theft. Indirectly stealing from the poor cannot be countenanced with. I believe that they will change and refrain for the better. That I believe.
How much did you pay fees for a semester? How much is it?
A semester. It depends on the room.
So the one you are in 2 in 1, how much are you paying? Look, wait, you have to disclose it. Government is worried about what the way things are going. We are coming and asking you paid money. Look, I'm here as a commissioner of rent. So it's not that you cannot disclose. I'm asking a question, my dear sister. Or you didn't pay money?
Yeah.
How much did you pay? This is to help you.
So it depends on the room.
No, the room.
My room.
Yes.
So they just want to take students' opinion.
How much did you pay fees for a semester? How much is it?
A semester. It depends on the room.
So the one you are in 2 in 1, how much are you paying? Look, wait, you have to disclose it. Government is worried about what the way things are going. We are coming and asking you paid money. Look, I'm here as a commissioner of rent. So it's not that you cannot disclose. I'm asking a question, my dear sister. Or you didn't pay money?
Yeah.
How much did you pay? This is to help you.
So it depends on the room.
No, the room.
My room.
Yes.
So they just want to take students' opinion. They are not going to arrest you or anything. So you just need the amount you paid. So don't panic.
In my team, I paid 7.5K. K.
750 Ghana.
7.5K.
So how much is a year?
So you add
Two semesters. That is 15,000 a year. 15,000. And you are two in a room. Two in a room. So.
Well, there's AC. There's
No. I'll go and watch myself.
Oh yeah.
I'll go and see myself. So I want to know so that we can take it step by step. We believe that the issues of hostel is alarming. Your parents are suffering. You never paid the thing yourself. And government is very much concerned about what we can do to talk to the hostel people so that we can sit down with them. I didn't come here today to harass anybody. Neither did I come here to close anything down. But I came here to understand and appreciate the situation because NUCS, the student union, petition rent control, and that they wanted us to intervene. I thought I need to come and interact with the student and the hostel facilities. Next week or Wednesday, I have to call a stakeholder conference. Before I go, I meet the hostel operators. I'm supposed to know at least what is the charge so that I can have facts. I have also requested for them to give me the sheet of pricing so that I can also correlate it with what you are telling me. Whether you are not saying the truth, you are lying on the hostel, or the hostel is lying on you. That's what I really want to understand and appreciate. So don't be scared. One thing I want to understand is that we are run by government, and government is concerned about it. Likewise, your student union, NUCS, is also concerned. So now, what I heard was that this is your first semester, right? First semester one, and you are two in a room. You paid 7,500 a semester. So two of you pay 15,000 a semester. So in a year, 2 semesters, you are paying 30,000. If you wouldn't mind. So you say in the room we have air condition.
Yes, there's air condition. There's a table and a chair for you to study. There's a bathroom and there's a bed.
So utility inclusive?
Government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right, good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro, and it's always a pleasure to come your way to beautiful Friday morning. And I say Juma Mubarak to my Muslim friends and family and relatives who are watching the show this morning. I say let's meet at the mosque at 12:30 and say prayer. But today is the 8th of May, 2026. This indeed is a day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad in it. I want to say big thanks to the Almighty God for making it possible for us to come back here or to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country. Ghana is indeed a rare privilege, and we're very, very grateful to the Almighty Allah for making this possible. Let me also say a big thanks to you, the audience, who tune in every day from 7 a.m. to 9:55 to watch the show. We're grateful. Without you, we don't have a show, and so thank you very much. But please tell a friend to tell a friend that this is where the real talk and the real conversation happens. Let me go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting this morning. Daily Graphic is what I'll start with, and it says prosecute xenophobic attacks corporates. Minority leader urges West African states to demand action from South Africa. We will fight falsehood with the better information, not censorship. Kwachi Ofosu. Mahama Cares invests 36.2 million cedis in specialist healthcare training. Miracle Outreach announces 5-day national prayer rally scheduled for May 11 to 15. And that's on the front page of today's Daily Graphic. The Ghanaian Times says attacks on African migrants in South Africa move beyond condemnation to action. Minority leader demands accountability from SA government. It as Amnesty International raises concerns over anti-LGBTQI+. The Stanbic Bank donates 3 million cedis to support Black Stars. Mahama Cares commits 36 million cedis to train specialist healthcare professionals. Daily Guide says that BOG admits 34.9 billion loss after minority expose. And then you have Ghanaians in U.S. romance scam caged. Jamal caged, Kamal set free. And then you have generator fume kills 3 at Manhian. And there's court set aside $33.3 million award against Josmore Construction. Wontumi opens defense May 14. The Insight newspaper. The 81st anniversary of victory in the Great Patriotic War, a historical truth that cannot be forgotten. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund received 6.1 million cedis from Bahama salary donation and appointee contributions. Corruption Combat Board speaks on a Manson Quanta and Datano chieftaincy issues. Students cry out over treacherous hostel conditions at University of Ghana. It's actually captured in today's Insight newspaper. There's actually Africa must lead the future of digital finance, BOG governor. May Day under a world in crisis. Why build workers' power fights for a better world? The Herald says that how senior medical doctors neglect public wards or private clinics in no-bed syndrome as GMA and GRNMA criticize Professor Jimambedu Akosa for revealing identities of errant members. There's paper leakage and bribery claims shake police promotion exams. There's $33.3 million arbitral award against Josmore Construction set aside. Ghana loses bid to split $1 billion Bogosu Prestia mine case. NDC accuses NPP of reviving old propaganda playbook. And there's, so that's it with the Herald for today. And then you have the Metro Lens that says the Koforidia EPA terrorizes businesses with heavy-handed enforcement following 48 hours compliance notice. Be courageous, vigilant, and visionary. Osiadia urges new Asenehene. There's Eukugwa Trafohene to lay mother to rest tomorrow at Agona Asafo. And there's Jumfo represents Ghana at Global Journalism Congress in Paris. Yes, we're Northerners and not ashamed. Abba Are. And then there's the Ghanaian Publisher. Wontumi files witness statements, 2 former ministers to testify. And there's court uphold Josmore appeal. APSL's $33.3 million award quashed. There's Nzema chiefs accuse government of meddling in chieftaincy dispute. There's GJA president joins global media leaders at IFJ Congress in Paris. A Dubois in a trial. Atacha grills accused turn state witness. Let's now look at turn attention to today's Daily Statesman. It says minority vindicated over BOG loss as central bank confirms 34.9 billion cedis figure. There's NAT issues a 2-week ultimatum over alleged military assault on teacher. There's IFC, digital infrastructure key to economic growth. Ghana now Africa's 8th largest economy with $11 billion GDP. The Daily Searchlight says that NIA workers declare indefinite strike over delayed salaries, promotions, and staff migration process. Charles Emisa death probe, naming offenders wrong, GRNMA laments. And then there is the Wontumi says defense in motion in Akonta mining trial. Fidelity Bank, Ghana, disowns Fidelity Capital Investment Group as SEC wants public on suspected investment scheme. Now, nursing mothers, 4 pregnant girls, write BC at Wenchi. The Informer says that youth unemployment threatens Ghana, UNDP warns. Shun succession politics and focus, Mahama appointees told. And the Sami Uku launches Youth Skills Program, commissions constituency office. And there's majority, minority, break bones over BOG financial status. And there's don't trade truth for headline, media urged. And there is Dame bemoans OSP weakening, and that's on page 4 of today's paper. And there's also so that's for the Informer newspaper for today. Daily Post says the Ghanaian bags $20,000 Stanford Impact Prize. There's controller transfers 6.1 million cedis to Ghana Medical Trust Fund from Bahamas salary donation and appointee contributions. Ghana becomes Africa's 8th largest economy as GDP hits $118 billion. That's it on the front page of today's Daily Post newspaper. And then you have the Business and Financial Times. Here we go. See the front page. It says the High Court quashes $33.3 million arbitral award against Jasmore in the Buankra Inland Port dispute. Gridco commits to state-of-the-art Akosombo switchyard rebuild. Board chair turns crisis into catalyst and mobilizes around acting CEO as transmission utility that's charged caused beyond its worst operational crisis in years. Only woman board chair in the energy utility entity signals infrastructure reset at historic staff Deba. And there's industry-wide coordination needed to scale inclusive instant payments. Enterprise Group inaugurates 2.4 million cedis maternal and child health facility in Sunyani. And there's Emma Winani, named amongst Accent Top 100 Career Women in Africa 2026. So congratulations to you, Emma Winani. Well, I don't know her, but she's Ghanaian, and once she's making it big on the global stage, why not? She deserves our commendations and she deserves our plaudits. Anyway, so that's it for the newspaper review. So let me check out what's online. Let me check out what's online today. So I'll start with my Jaw Online, as I always do. So here on my Jaw Online was government quick action prevented more pressure on BOG when NDC took over, according to said Tekpe. Okoboy urges caution of public conclusion in Charles Emisa probe. Ghana's gold was stabilizing under economies. Tekpe on BOG laws, and that's myjoyonline.com. Let me now go to the City newsroom. It says, don't rush to judge doctors named in Charles Emisa probe. Okoboy, man arrested over viral threats against police and military personnel. There's Wager Children's Hospital provide evidence of misprocurement. Okoboy to MOH. And Charles Emisa fix emergency healthcare gaps, not just punish the doctors. GMA to the health minister. Parliament did Ghana, so now Ghana Web. Parliament did Ghana a great disservice by not vetting her, Sewa Amehe, blast Linda Oklu. I felt too old to be pregnant at 40, Rita Kranche Ankra. And there's obstruction, exploitation, and the long overdue reckoning. And there's a Velverde break silence of a hospitalization while alleged bust up with Chumeni. Quite an unfortunate fisticuff between the two of them. Well, we'll see how that goes. Galamsey threatens education. So we're now on metrotvonline.com. It says Galamsey threatens education in Garu DC, John Abuba Abare. Ghana will fully fund vaccines by 2030. Atu Force been talking. There's Ghana will fully fund vaccines by 2030. What I've looked at that already. The SHS Liver, 2 others killed in suspected generator fumix incident at Ablikowa. Quite unfortunate. And Ghana's High Commissioner to UK calls for productivity and institutional reforms to sustain the cocoa sector. All right, so that's it for the newspaper and then the news portal review. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't go anywhere.
Amen.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. we are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Mommy, good morning.
Oh, good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Hey buddy, it's me Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you look fresh.
Hey.
With your label today.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar, no size. Go ahead. Buy now. Azar, #1 from Azar Group since 1921.
Launching. BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Study a job-ready university program, BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Job is ready for graduates who possess degrees and certificates in BSc Development Economics, professional certificate in Theoeconomy, certificate in Theoeconomy with business. Enroll at the Department of Theology and Economics at the Ghana Christian University College, Amrahia, Adenta Dodua Road, Accra. Full bursary is available for BSc Development Economics graduates to study master's program at the State University in South Africa. Enroll now. Take advantage of this opportunity to join elite professionals in economics. Call 0557-351-090 or 0575-633-307 or 030-296-0542. WhatsApp us on 0557-351-090 or you can get in touch online on www.theoeconomy.edu.gh. Powered by the Center for Theology and Economics, CTEC.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
mayo kendini ehu be hia se metwa sapapa dia to ama me manfo Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients ene bom se ho ban e ma ne sren ne sanso mama hotoso e wo bedwam Kel Charcoal toothpaste.
Choose Kel Charcoal toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for the ultimate oil city getaway? Welcome to the Groove Etipon Beach Resort, where luxury meets adventure. Host your meetings and events in our fully equipped conference facility. Relax our sparkling pool, unwind in cozy rooms, satisfy your cravings at our scenic restaurant, and enjoy fun-packed recreational activities and a walk through our charming menus. Whether it's business, leisure, or pure escape, the Groove is your perfect destination.
Yo, your most wanted Cook Africa event is here. My name is Mariam, Sierra Leonean living in Ghana. I'm kindly inviting Sierra Leoneans to come and enjoy at Metro TV on the 23rd of May, time 9 a.m. prompt. Come and enjoy Sierra Leone food and African dishes. Salon people, una no left behind. Una color we can enjoy because this show ya get for sweet. Una no ever Igbo Metro TV the show. Una color we can enjoy together. Yeah, you go taste different African dishes. Thank you. See you all there. I go see una there, my sister and brother there. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome to Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Once again, I welcome you to the show. Thank you very much for staying with us. My guests are here and the conversation will start in earnest. So joining us this morning are two very good friends of mine, very good brothers of mine. They made time, they've taken time off their very busy schedules to join us on the show. So Alfred Kojo Thompson is a member of the MPP. He is a member of the communications team, but he's also a national treasurer hopeful of the new Patriotic Party. Yes. So that's good morning. Good morning, Alfred. It's good to see you. Good morning. I hope you're doing very well.
Who are you going to complain to if things are not even going well?
Okay. All right.
There's no one to say it to because it's like.
No, I'm talking about so your health, family.
And that's what I'm saying. Who can you compare to? We are not near Ethiopia system, so.
Oh,
I mean,
you started too early.
Yeah, back to the Ethiopia.
Are you okay? I'm saying
the research is here in Ethiopia. So if I'm not even well, who can I? Even the doctors and the pediatricians and they are even trying to go on strike because they are frustrated.
Alfred, how are you doing?
Everybody is frustrated.
How are you doing personally?
Even Wager, children's the hospital pool, they can't open. The people are frustrated there. Everybody is frustrated. Okay. Aren't you frustrated? How much money do you have in your pocket today?
How are you?
How much money do you have?
I saw the car you
Inflation
drove
is 3%. How much money do you have in your
pocket? I saw the car you drove here today.
You saw the car? Yeah. You saw that it's not my regular car?
Yes.
Which means that?
You used to drive a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know why today you're driving a V8.
Did you see the car I sat in?
You're not used to driving a V8. I don't know why.
It's a Mitsubishi.
It just means that times are good.
Times are hard. That's why I went in for a Mitsubishi.
You have upgraded from an Elantra to the latest 2024.
I wish I could count the money in your pockets today.
Let me also say that Hamza Sweeney, so that's Hamza is also a member of the NDC's communications team, but he's also a private legal practitioner. Hamza, good morning. It's good to see you. Long time.
It's morning.
Yes. Where have you been hiding? You went to Iwal.
Oh, actually, I've been around. Leave. Just that I've not really been on this show
for a while.
And I think that, well, I've been surviving. But unlike him, mine is rooted in hope that things are getting better.
Right.
Mine is rooted in hope that the fact that today we have a government that we can say that we trust. We have a president who is responsive to the needs of the people. We have a president who is humble with the way he handles power. We have a president who appreciates the relevance of all stakeholders as far as national development is concerned. His reverence to the media in particular, where media men are allowed to go and practice in a way they deem fit in terms of their contribution to the national discourse, without having been flown out of the country for fear of their own lives, or where some of our colleagues have had to brutally murdered because of simply doing their journalistic practices. Today, we have a government that is slowly, but in a very meticulous manner, doing everything to bring integrity back to political governance.
Great. Okay.
The results are not likely to be delivered in just a matter of 1 year, 4 months, but the signs show that indeed we are on a comforting path of recovery.
Okay.
It shows that
comfortable leading.
it shows that, look, this government will not do the things the NPP did under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This government will be sensitive to the needs of the Ghanaian people. Will do everything within its power to ensure that, if for nothing at all, we deliver in excess of 80% of the promises that we made to the good people of this country. And we do so with humility. And it is reflected in the character of the president. And so, in no time too, the pockets will begin to make sense. Interestingly, even when we meet on shows and we go to enter our cars, the MPP people still drive in better cars than we do. Well, that's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact, because ours is rooted in social democracy. It is not about the materialism around us.
And yours
is rooted in private capital, where you believe in self-empowerment, as opposed to the empowerment of the collective Ghanaian populace. So we can understand, and we live with it.
Okay.
And if you are beginning to complain, it is simply because you do not have access to the levers of the state in terms of economic, what's the name? The economic influence and control that you used to have. There's a different paradigm shift.
I didn't know the market woman had influence
and control. There's a different paradigm shift. And what we are doing is to ensure that we send empowerment down to even the market woman you are talking about. Because if you did anything meaningful, I'm not sure that they would have been complaining in just 1 year, 4 months. It tells you the havoc you subjected them to and the expectations they have of this government. And this government will do everything within its power.
Opening remarks. Let's get on with the
No, more I didn't complain about us or them. We should get it right.
He's giving a reassurance that things will be better. That's all.
Things will be better.
Things will be good. Yes.
He said,
things are already changing. I'm telling him that things are changing.
He said he has hope. I thought it was hope. When they were singing their song, they said hope. Anyway, I bring you greetings from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Samira.
Sure. They have responded. Ghanaians have responded to his greetings for 8 years. Nothing came out of it.
Oh, really?
They always say that you do things on point.
Thank you.
Even though last time you made 1 or 2 blunders, which you've apologized for, but they said you are on point. And I love your outfit.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I know
once
that.
I knew you and Hamza were coming, I had to look my best. Once the two of you are here.
Hamza, he has hope.
You're still back on. You're still talking about this.
Hamza has hope
because Mahama is
because
Mahama is the hope. And he's delivering on that hope.
Who is the hope? Who never give hope. Right now, he's shown us what big push means.
Gentlemen, let's make progress. I beg you, let's make progress. So I want us to look at an issue. You know, we've been complaining about the road control.
Give me the chance to greet my delegates.
Oh, okay, yeah, very important.
You know, we are starting the polling station elections this month.
Okay.
And all hands are on deck to make sure that we get the right people in the right place, because they are the base for which will make sure that 2028 we are returning to this country, bringing back the necessities that we all expect to see. When Dr. Bawumia stated that he was going to do 2,000 megawatts of power, he was going to add it to the national grid and reduce tariffs by 50%, which will help people reduce tariffs by 50%. We didn't know that coming back of the hope was bringing us doom. So, but I'll tell our people they shouldn't fear. They should work harder. They should come on board. Everybody, every well-meaning person who sympathizes with NPP should come on board and help. We are working together to achieve not only victory, but we make sure that we deliver to Ghanaians what they need to get. And then it will move to the constituency, the electoral area, the constituency, the region, then to our national elections. I believe that this time we are coming, and we are coming with full force, and to make sure that we bring our expertise on board. And that is why I have chosen myself to go for the national treasurer. It's not for nothing that my whole life I've been working in the banking sector. It's not for nothing that my whole life I've been good on this communication. Right now, sitting here talking on behalf of the party, even when the times were hard, people were running away to come and talk for the party. We were there, making sure that we are talking for our people and for the country. And we'll continue to do that without fear or favor. Even when we are being locked up, we'll still talk for the party.
Okay. All right, thank you. So gentlemen, I want us to look at this issue.
All the best. Thank you.
It's something that, for a very long time, we have been lampooning and lambasting and attacking and taking on the rent control people for not living up to expectations, because a lot of people complain about the arbitrariness with which landlords and landladies increase rent prices. It appears that they have listened to our concerns, they've heeded our concerns, and now they are up in arms. Not up in arms, but they are living up to expectations. And they are all over the place checking this issue of rent fees and rent charges, and sometimes how astronomical they are. I mean, those of you who are watching us who are tenants can, I'm sure, attest to that. You can actually connect and you can relate to what we're saying. I mean, you pay a certain amount this year, next year it is increased, and it's the same practice applying to even hostel fees. Fortunately, Hamza is here. He has been at the students' forefront fighting this thing for a very, very long time. I'm sure that he can actually relate to this particular story that I'm about to read in today's Insight newspaper is here. And it says that students cry out over treacherous hostel conditions at University of Ghana. We have some videos. We'll play those videos shortly, but let me look at how the Insight has reported it. It says officials from the Rent Control Department and tenant advocacy groups have raised serious concerns over the state of private hostels around the University of Ghana, describing some facilities as overcrowded, poorly ventilated, and excessively expensive. The concerns emerged during an inspection tour of several hostels near the Legon campus following petitions from students about rising accommodation costs and poor living conditions. Speaking during the inspection, the minister responsible for housing officials from the Rent Control Department condemned what they described as exploitation of students by some hostel operators. We've just come from the hostel around the University of Ghana, and this is the second one we're coming to, so this is in quote. And it says the observation is that the rooms are very small, they are congested, and there are no ventilation systems in place. This has really exposed the inadequacy of what is happening there. Now, according to, and all of this, I recall that the NDC in their manifesto made a promise on what they intend to do to deal with the housing challenges. So I'm sure that I would want to know how far the government has come with that promise. Now, according to officials, some students are being charged as much as 8,800 cedis per person. 8,800 cedis per person for rooms they say do not even meet acceptable standards. If you look at the quality of the facility, you wouldn't even charge this amount, the minister added. That's why we have to regulate the system. Hostel operators must be registered, fit for purpose, and comply with the rent law. We cannot allow our students to suffer like this. The inspection team warned that hostels operating without registration from the Ghana Tourism Authority could face closure. Many of these hostels will be closed down, especially if they are not registered with the Tourism Authority. And if they aren't fit for purpose to be called hostels, an official said. Now, authorities also accuse some hostel operators of violating tenancy regulations by increasing rent without approval from the rent control and failing to provide tenancy agreement or rent cards to tenants. Now, you cannot increase rent without an application to rent control, the minister said. Students are crying, parents are crying, rent control today cannot look upon this. The National Tenants Association of Ghana, which joined the exercise, said findings from its research indicate students in Ghana are paying some of the highest accommodation fees on the continent. Students in Ghana are paying more rent than any other country on the continent, close to 10 to 15 times what ordinary young people in other parts of Africa are paying. A representative stated, "We cannot commercialize education through the rental system. This is pure exploitation." The union further called on government to take visible action to curb rising housing costs, warning that expensive accommodation is gradually denying students access to education. Students must not be deprived of education because of housing and where they will lay down their heads. During a visit to one of these hostels identified as 10th Hostel, officials said management acknowledged some operational irregularities after discussions with the inspection team. Authorities indicated that a broader stakeholder meeting involving hostel operators, student leaders, and regulators would soon be held in Accra to address the matter. Officials clarified that the ongoing exercise was not intended to intimidate hostel operators, but rather to verify complaints and ensure compliance with the law. We never came here to make an enforcement. We didn't come here to harass anybody, rent control official explained. So let's play the video. Lois, Bright, or Vanessa, please, let's play the videos, and then I get my guest to weigh on this matter.
You can see these quotations is outrageously priced. On this particular one, on the land of Legon, managed by Senate, I will crave the indulgence of the minister responsible for education that this kind of exploitation must not continue. And Minister Helena Dusu should step out immediately without delays. And you see, the students are complaining. Nooks represent the student body of this country. And we must not pretend we have not heard. We have not pretend we are not aware. Today, I moved myself with the rent control department and the media houses. And this is what I have in my hands. And I really want to be captured so that I will not be misquoted. And what is alarming is that what they have pasted on their notice board is different from what I'm holding now. And this is serious. So let us take note of it. Are we inviting them to talk about any elite here? Because of people who think that they are big people in society. What a rich man cannot do, what a poor man cannot do, those people target themselves, power of the state.
Today's week.
Yes.
Okay.
Come.
Okay.
Come and let's talk.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that you don't have any right to increase your rent.
For now. So
not for now. You have been making that mistake and increasing.
Okay. So now we are learning.
It's true, you are learning.
Yes.
I'm here to educate you.
You are right.
So you don't have any right whatsoever without talking to rent control.
Very well.
You must take your rent card.
Okay.
That every student here must be given a rent card.
Okay.
For 3,600 and 4,900. Wait. 3,600 plus in 4 in 1 room. Then 2 in 1 room. It's 4,900. I'm coming. At Prestige Hostel. It's big money. But I would want to understand how you got there.
Okay.
Now, I want to let you know you don't have any right whatsoever to even sit and increase your rent. It may be even be higher than what you are even charging. Based on what? But the point is, if you want to make an increment, the percentage that you added, how did you arrive at that?
Okay. Okay.
I'm told that here students pay their own electricity.
Yes, please.
So now taking the electricity, you are taking a whooping 4,000, 3,600, 4 in 1 room. And you are taking a whooping of 4,900, right? 2 in a room. Which means almost about 10,000 or 9,000 and 9,800 or so for 2 in a room for a semester. So for 1 year, you are taking 20,000 cedis almost for that. No electricity added. So you don't have any right to do that. But because you are saying that you are now about to implement the new increment, and I've told you, tell management to suspend.
Okay.
Okay. So that if I come next time and I'm aware that you have made the increment, the consequences will be dire.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How much did you pay fees? For a semester, how much is it?
A semester. It depends on the room.
So the one you are in 2-in-1, how much are you paying? Look, wait, you have to disclose it. Government is worried about what the way things are going. We are coming and asking you paid money. Look, I'm here as a commissioner of rent. So it's not about you cannot disclose. I'm asking a question, my dear sister. Or you didn't pay money?
Yeah.
How much did you pay? This is to help you.
Alright, so it depends on the room.
No, the room.
My room.
Yes.
So they just want to take students' opinion. They are not going to arrest you or anything. So you just need the amount you paid. So don't panic.
In my team, I paid 7.5K.
750.
7.5K.
So how much is a year?
So you add
two semesters. That is 15,000 a year. 15,000. And you are 2 in a room. 2 in a room. So.
Well, there's AC. There's
No. I'll go and watch myself.
Oh yeah.
I'll go and see myself. So I want to know so that we can take it step by step. We believe that the issues of hostel is alarming. Your parents are suffering. You never paid it in yourself. And government is very much concerned about what we can do to talk to the hostel people so that we can sit down with them. I didn't come here today to harass anybody. Neither did I come here to close anything down. But I came here to understand and appreciate the situation because NUCS, the student union, petition rent control, and that they wanted us to intervene. I thought I need to come and interact with the student and the hostel facilities. Next week or Wednesday, I have to call a stakeholder conference. Before I go, I meet the hostel operators. I'm supposed to know at least what is the charge so that I can have facts. I have also requested for them to give me the sheet of pricing so that I can also correlate it with what you are telling me. Whether you are not saying the truth, you are lying on the hostel, or the hostel is lying on you. That's what I really want to understand and appreciate. So don't be scared. One thing I want to understand is that we are run by government, and government is concerned about it. Likewise, your student union, NUCS, is also concerned. So now, what I heard was that this is the first semester, right? First semester 1, and you are 2 in a room. You paid 7,500 a semester. So 2 of you pay 15,000 a semester. So in a year, 2 semesters, you are paying 30,000. If you would, so is there in the room we have air condition?
Yes, there's air condition. There's a table and a chair for you to study. There's a bathroom and there's a bed.
So
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Grab your bottle and unleash the taste of Storm Energy Drink. A bold flavor, a big attitude, feel the vibe, own the moment. It's your time to be different. Storm Energy Drink, make your mark.
Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health, not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum Mr. Friend Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friend me once now.
Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain was key to double the action.
Sasso spray. Mr. Friend is Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come on, Tom Preco.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the blessing. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, Cook Africa. My name is Mohamed Lamin Diallo. I come from Guinea. I am one of the Guinean community leaders and the president of DMD in Ghana. And today I am inviting all of you to come to Metro TV to see what Guineans are going to cook. We have what we call mango stew. Mango stew is only found in Guinea. And come and see how we're gonna do it. We have our cooker, Mama Yu, the best cook in Africa. He's going to represent Guinea community that day. And it's going to be on the 23rd May at Metro TV premises around 9 a.m. You are warmly invited to come to Metro TV that day to support us and support the event. Like yama no invite fene Kotobabi, Nima, Kaswa, Mamubi, Obringa mini, Kumasi, Bringafa, Wafa, Umafa like Guinea Kitu Masin Afrique Bear, Umama Sin Afrique Bear, Umfatana Nabadi, the Guinea Monday sauce and a Guinea Kansane, Marahule Nira Falana, Fine, Toma la Guinea Nantu. Donc, nous bien invité faire la Guinea communauté bien Garakui, Uramini, Umama Sin, Umfatana Rana, Sinin Fikui, Wassalam.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Thank you very much for staying with us. My guests are still here. Hamza Suhini is a lawyer and a member of the NDC's communications team, and also Alfred Kojo-Thompson is a banker, an economist, a finance person, and also a national treasurer hopeful for the New Patriotic Party, but also is a member of the MPP's communications team. Hamza, you've seen the videos. We've also read to you how the Insight has reported the story. You are quite familiar with this development, and I recall that when you were NUC's president, you did your best to try and get this matter dealt with to the best of your ability. But they say in Chi, Nipa baby, I don't know. I didn't really follow your successes, whether they did the kind of job that you did. So I want to be fair to them. I mean, what's been running through your mind when you heard about this whole hostel? I know there's general problems with rent and things, but let's try and focus on the specific issues about hostel fees.
Is the unfortunate reminder that we were not successful in that struggle.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, because Moro, this has been with us for decades now, as far as fees are concerned, not just with the private hostels, even with our traditional halls. Because I remember as NOOC's president, one of the challenges I had was not even with the private hostel sector. It had more to do with the charges as far as the traditional halls were concerned, and the terrible conditions that our students were living. And we brought it up. As a result of that, I fell out with a number of our managers, from the vice chancellor, because I remember even one night we had a heated confrontation. Personally, I had a heated confrontation with the vice chancellor at Mensa Sabah Hall in particular, because of this issue of terrible charges, especially when it comes to our accommodation, students' accommodation, and other related stuff, even academic fees. Then, the first demonstration I led as NOOC's president was actually against the President Mills administration, when we woke up one morning and were told that university managers were increasing fees. Okay. And so I led students to the Ministry of Education. Then the Honorable Betty Moody, who was Minister for Education. Then from there, we proceeded to Parliament to present a petition. Indeed, His Excellency President Mills of blessed memory, through the Honorable Mahama Ayerga, Deputy Education Minister, stepped in, and we succeeded in more or less halting the intentions of the universities then to go through with the increments. But it was only temporary. But for me, I think that this is bigger than the current rent control we have. I can understand the frustration of the commissioner. But Moro, it is not an individual fight, and it is not a situation the current rent control can handle, because they are not equipped to handle it. Look, it is a failure of policy on the part of politicians. And when I say politicians, I'm not talking about only the NPP or NDC. All of us lumped together. Because education is the nerve center of this country. It is rooted in possibilities of a better Ghana, especially the tertiary level. And if you fail to control that sector and ensure that people give up their best, then what you are doing is simply churning out students who will add little to nothing in terms of your innovative drive of even encouraging students to go independent in terms of businesses. Because all the monies their parents would have given to them as seed capital to do businesses, they end up using all to pay for hostel fees and academic visa fees.
True.
And so, when as a party we promised in opposition that we were going to implement the no fee stress, I welcome the idea, knowing the experiences even with academic visa facility fees. I knew that it was a major step, but that was not enough to dealing with the challenges we have as far as university education is concerned. But I welcomed it in all excitement, because that was an important step. And so government has intervened through the no fee stress. It has been able to lessen the burden. Otherwise, it would have been more difficult than what we are experiencing now. But another area government really needs to look at is the issue of not just the private hostel fees, Moro, but also even the traditional halls. Look, where I sit, none of my kids are in university in this country. But I pay fees of university students. I pay for their accommodations. So I know the implications on meager salaries of many of our compatriots who are out there, especially if you have to take care of such kids. So when I saw the rent commissioner, I could identify with his frustrations. But in truth, if we leave it to him alone, he will not be successful. Because these are the critical questions. First of all, why did we have to wait to get to this stage? As rent control, they ought to have data. And I'm using my words carefully. That's why I'm saying ought to. That's the ideal situation. They ought to have the data on all these facilities.
True.
If for nothing at all, the formal sector, because the universities are formal institutions. So if it is difficult for you to have data on the informal sector, but when it comes to the formal sector, especially the tertiary institutions, it will be difficult for me to understand that rent control, they don't have that data. And that they have not been instrumental in the setting of rent charges as far as these facilities are concerned. So what have they been doing as a commission? These are critical and legitimate questions we can all ask over the years.
But you have just diagnosed the problem.
Yes, logistical constraints, no two ways. But
hugely under-resourced.
Yes, they are. They are. And that's why I said that also it affects, it can be linked to failure of policy.
Yes.
But even with that limited resources, data, what resources do you need to have data?
You don't have data.
What resources do you need to have data? These days.
In this day and age, technology.
Technology, even with 4 or 5 laptops, you are good to go. Because you are dealing with the formal sector. How many universities do we have in Ghana? Yeah. I'm not sure even if you go to rent control now, they will be able to tell you the number of tertiary institutions we have in this country.
I doubt.
So if they cannot even tell you the number of tertiary institutions we have in this country, how would they be in a position to monitor rent charges on these campuses? So these are critical areas we have to look at. And that's why I said that I can understand his frustration. But you see, this country, Moro, sometimes
interesting.
They say we shouldn't be all
You know, sorry, you talk about interest in this country, you say we should all not be political. I'll get you to comment on that. But you watched the video when the lady was interacting with Commissioner, what is even his name? Is it Commissioner?
I don't even know that.
I want to get a name so that it would put everything in its proper context. I think it's Commissioner Frederick Opoku. That's his name. When he asked her whether she was aware that per the Rent Control Act or per the laws, you cannot just get up and increase rent, and that you have to come to the Rent Control Department to seek permission before you do that. Lady said she didn't know.
No, but you see, that is another layer.
That's another, yes, yeah. Go ahead, yes.
Who was that lady in question?
She is the owner of one of the hostels.
Owner?
Yes, she's the owner of the hostel. She's the
or a
CEO
worker?
Of the no, I think she's the owner of the hostel. From the interaction.
That is worrying because some of the videos I saw.
Yeah, the person didn't sound like an owner, eh?
Yes, many of them were just employees.
Or managers
so
of the
the question I asked myself was, if we had that data,
yes,
even probably, because I hear the commissioner saying that, look, he's gathering data, he's gathering intelligence before meeting with the owners.
Yes.
But the truth also is that if we were proactive, all this would have been done. Because the first step is, after gathering your data, Nooks presented a petition and gave highlights. It is only proper for him to go onto the grounds and also pick intel for himself. He has done so.
Okay, so let me give you some information in order to enrich your submission. You know, we have a show here on Metro Television, and it airs on what day? I think it's Saturday or so, and yes, Saturday 6 p.m. Yes. Now it is called the Home Owner Show. They have actually been advocating this matter for weeks on end. In fact, it was one of the shows, and I'm driving at a point. First, it was one of the shows where the CEO of Bills Finance or Bills Capital, Richard Niamakwe, actually texted to the show and actually said that, and it has to do with this whole same hostel fees matter. It says that the hostel agents sometimes inflate private hostel prices for students, stressing that the issue must be addressed. Now, the guy who works here, who is more or less like the brain behind, or let's say he's been producing the show, has just sent me a message, and because he's a man on the beat, he says the people you saw in the video are actually workers of that hostel business. They are not the owners. So point out to me. So you're right.
Yes,
they are workers there. Yes, they're not
and
the
so
owners.
For me, that is my worry. Because we could have gathered this intelligence.
Yeah.
They would not be in a position to give the appropriate responses because they are employees.
Yeah. So
for them,
he was actually asking the wrong people.
To me, I feel so.
I was talking to the wrong people.
The interaction with the students, commendable.
Yeah.
their lived experiences, their personal experiences, and an inspection of the hostel facilities commendable.
You know, interestingly, the students were even hesitant.
Yes,
to divulge information. They were scared.
That is also another matter when it comes to the culture on our universities. And you see, Moro, even as a student leader, these were some of the challenges I faced. In our universities, we are trained to be timid.
Not to be bold.
Not only the universities, everywhere.
Even back home, those of us who are not there.
It's just the way we're raised.
And so if you are not careful, if you are one of those who is quite vociferous and express your views,
respect.
They tell you don't respect.
I know.
And we use it against each other. And that's the problem with this country. True. And you see, when it comes to the issue of the rent control, look, it is a collective failure of all politicians. And the interesting thing that many of us may not want to talk about is the fact that go behind the ownership structure of many of these facilities. They are owned by politicians.
True.
That's why many of them bury their monies. You know.
I don't know. I don't own
You know. I don't know whether you own one or not. But trust me, if you go to the ownership structure of many of...
How do I know? I might have to rent control.
Moro,
we
may have to investigate him. By that, Moro, let me. Okay, that he doesn't. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
You know, he put up his property before going to politics, so he thinks everybody.
So he has a facility.
Well, not a hostel.
Not a hostel.
Yes,
private properties.
He has one at cantonment.
No, it's not about you actually. It's about politicians.
And one at Chad.
I'm just making the point that I'm just making the point that if you go behind the ownership structure.
And after saying it, then you just put your face.
No, but I want your party people to know. I want your party people to know that.
Let's go.
You are a self-made man.
Let's go.
So you protect their money.
You see, so me sometimes I'm interested in us publicizing releasing documents. To prove or to let the people know the ownership structure of many of these institutions or facilities. It will shock you. It will shock you because it's an important vehicle that political actors
to launder money
use to actually claim their money.
Charlie.
That is the gospel truth. And when we were leading these demonstrations, many of this information was given to us.
Wow.
Yes.
To your shock.
But do you know who owns it? And you people are there looking at it. It belongs to this person. This person is a shareholder. This person is a shareholder.
Wow.
So sometimes, maybe that is the reason why there is that kind of lack of political interest in actually dealing with the root cause of it. And the most annoying thing is when you listen to the investors in that fund, they tell you the bank rates are high and they are giving short-term periods to repay. So if they are giving you short-term periods to repay, it doesn't mean that you should kill people. That means that investment is not viable. So don't get into it.
It's a ruse.
And it is actually a ruse. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Because 4 in a room, you pay in excess of 10,000 Ghana cedis just for a term. And mind you, mostly it's not just for a year. The monies we are hearing about, they are months.
It's for a term. 3 months? 8 months. 7,000 cedis or 8,000 cedis for 8 months.
Some of them, some of the hostels, if you go to Pent, if you go to Pentagon Hostel, you can get a hostel for us, what's the name? Ranging between 4,000, 5,000, 8,000.
Huh?
Yes.
5,000 cedis.
Oh.
Per term.
My brother.
Unbelievable.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Go to Liman Hostel. That is supposed to be an extension of the university. I pay fees there. For a term, I pay in excess of 3,500 Ghana cedis, sometimes 3,700. That's a term. So, Moro, that is the kind of culture we have in our universities. The exploitation starts there. And the students are socialized to take up this culture because no one cares. So when they also get out there and they get the little opportunity and they decide to take advantage of it, you can't complain. And even with these amounts of money that they are charging them, the facilities are deplorable. You go to their washroom. Go to their washroom. It's not as if they have people standing by to clean consistently. No. Go to the washrooms. Go to the facilities. Look, I hate to use those terms. When we were in University of Ghana, we used to have what we call SOS. Know what that means?
Save our souls.
No.
What's it?
Sheet on sheet.
What is that?
You're asking what is that?
I don't know.
Because you go to the toilet, it is full.
Oh.
You have to manage, put papers and also continue.
Wow.
That was what was happening.
The water wasn't coming or what?
The water wasn't coming. You can't flush.
But I hope
Students
you
had to find a way of easing themselves.
Okay.
So you had to do what we call shit on shit.
Wow.
I'm told it still happens.
That is.
There was one time not long ago I packed. I was pressed and I needed to use the washroom in the University of Ghana, one of the private hostels. When I walked in, I had to walk out. Just to pee, I had to walk out.
This is terrible.
Today, public toilets in Ghana appears quite decent than many of the private hostels when you go to their toilet facilities. And students live under such conditions and they sleep inside buildings.
They exploit these students, collect all these big monies from them, and provide these kinds of services?
Absolutely. And so for me, I'm even interested in the service. No one seemed to care.
It's terrible.
So, look, politics aside, I think that it is important for all of us to take advantage of this show and what is happening. And appeal to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, because he's a man who listens and who acts when the public presents certain things to him. He knows that, even though he belongs to the MPP. So let's take advantage of this platform and appeal to His Excellency President Mahama to take this matter seriously and direct the necessary government agencies to look into it.
Okay.
So that we can at least bring some semblance of sanity.
We need to deal with this.
To this issue of hostel fees.
Alfred, before you submit on this matter, you know Pato? Pato, he works with Original TV and Original FM. He has an afternoon program. Yeah, your own friend Pato, yes. He says I left out one of your properties at Airport Hills. I'm not saying it's from Pato. He's still there, yes. He does his afternoon program, yes. He said he's your very good friend and that he knows you have another one. He was. So is it true?
Because if you are saying something like this and you don't know me, that means that you are not my good friend.
Okay. No, I just want the delegates to know that you're a self-made man, so you eat their money. That's the whole matter.
Let's come to the...
Okay.
He's not interested in that discourse.
Okay.
Allow him
Let me tell you something. Moro, I'm shocked. And I'm worried.
Why?
Because if the man who sits here and says that he has hope is lamenting, then who do we lament to?
No, but he wants to tell you that he's with you.
They were coming to change things. They were coming to do things right. The man is sitting there and lamenting to me, Alfred Thompson, in opposition. Hey, I mean, who do me, Alfred Thompson? Who can I lament to?
You see the problem with this country and the
mindset
of the
you
MPP.
Ended with.
See the mindset of this guy and the mindset of the MPP.
Hamza, that is the problem you ended with. Because when you were talking and going on and ranting, and I was looking at you quietly, I said, hey, is this the former student leader who is talking? Then he ended nicely. It's Mahama who listens. There is hope. Hope nimponi. Hope and numponi. That you sit here today and you are lamenting to me as an opposition to come and help you. Let's come to the topic.
Okay.
You see, it's sad when people lie into government. Promise upon promise. I will deliver this. I will give this. I will give that. He talked about what? Stress-free. Stress-free. You should go and check the amount they are paying to people. And how many of them are getting it. Maybe he doesn't know. Nkofenya 2,000. People are paying fees of over 7,000. Then you go and give someone 2,000. And he says, you tell me that it's stress-free. Even some of them, if like all universities, like what this man did, go to the universities and check. I've been there recently. I talk to my people because I campaign with them too. Some of them are voting. So we know. They tell us. Some of them don't even get their monies. I'm telling you on authority.
That is the stress-free.
You mean it's not refunded to them?
At all. That is the stress-free hope that they brought to Ghanaians. Lies upon lies upon lies.
It would have been your story would have been sweeter if you could give us evidence of this.
Oh, I have told you that if you like cross-check,
okay,
I would not come. You know, Moro, before I come and sit here on your set, and you should know me by now,
okay,
that anything I come and say,
we're cross-checking.
I say it on authority.
Okay.
It is not everybody who gets it.
Okay.
Not everybody. Sometimes even about 70, if they've gotten about 60% of the people are those who will get. Sometimes. There is someone I paid for their fees recently at, what do you call it? Cape Coast Technical University. Up till now, they haven't refunded their money. Up till now. The person was crying.
How much was it? How much did you pay?
Oh, the fees was about 4,000, 3,000 plus.
And it's not been refunded?
No.
When was it supposed to be refunded?
Oh, the person has started. They finished even the first term or so. When do you want them to refund it? Next year or next 2 years?
I'm not informed about the timelines that the education ministry is working with.
Even the thought of it defeats its purpose. The thought of telling me that I should go and look for money, then when I finish getting it, you refund it to me. You said it's stress-free. I don't know where I'm going to get money from to enter the university. So you are not even giving me stress to go and look for someone.
So your point and an ideal situation is just let the person come. And then the government will
when we were doing the free SHS, we didn't tell them that come and pay your fees and we'll give you a refund.
But
they were looking at our free SHS to say stress-free. They didn't say free stress after. They didn't say free stress after your stress. They said stress-free. So when I'm going to the university, I should be able to walk in and say that I'm a regular student. My fees have been paid by the government. But you tell the person, go and look for money. That is the hope, or the hope they brought to Ghanaians. Go and look for money. Your parents, my father is a carpenter, my mother a teacher. They haven't got enough funding. They have 4 children. 2 of them are going to the university. They are starting. Maybe we are twins and we are starting now. And you have to pay about 3,000 each. And then you tell the person that go and look for 6,000. From where? To go and pay that fees. And then when they finish, they come and tell us that, hold on, we are now processing your whatever payment it is. You know? I was looking at this hostel thing. And I saw that you've put some on the board. I'm not going to mention names of hostel. Right. But I'll give the 4-in-1. I took the 4-in-1 and I broke it down. 4-in-1, 7,600. One was 7,392. One was for one of the hostel. The other side of the hostel, which is a new block, has 8,876 per year. Then Vikings, 10,859. TF, 8,260. Ivandi, 7,800. So I just told myself that let me just break it down and see on a monthly basis how much are people paying. When you take the 10,859, you are talking about 904 a month. This is without electricity and water and other facilities that you are getting. When you take the lowest, which is 7,392, we are talking about 660 Ghana cedis a month. So you look at it, and it's even more than that because you look at it on, I think it's about 8 months or so, or less that they pay. But this, I use 12 months. It's just the same as renting from town, a 1-bedroom facility.
Right.
And these are 4 in a room. These are 4 in a room. You see, the intention of getting private people to go and build on the university campuses was not for an over-profit-making venture. It was to help the university. You build it after some years. I think some of them were 30 years, 40 years, and so, depending on the negotiations you do. Then it transfers to the university. But either before or after that, when you look at the SNIT and other places, they are also charging high fees. So you ask yourself that, where did we go wrong? As a nation, where did we go wrong? It got to a time that even my friends in government now said that, listen, the traditional hostels that were not paying, electricity and water, students should start paying. And you ask yourself, where are they going to get the money from?
Right.
You get me? Moro, there are serious challenges in the educational sector. But my brother Haruna cannot do his work well because Haruna, yes, okay. Because he's having challenges. And it's like there's a tough war going on. In fact, in the grapevine, they will tell you that there's a tough war going on between the finance and the education. And you don't know which one is true. But we'll leave it at that. I'll let that one slide because it's not part of this. It's their own problem. But people or children, young people, need support. We need to help them. We need to advance them because there are challenges in the system. When we started this free SHS, it increased the intake to over 100,000. It tells you that people were sitting at home that were doing things that were untoward. People were sitting at home that could not have hope to go to school, but it helped them. You came, you said, I'm going to help you more. I'm going to add on to what has been done, which that is what every government is supposed to do, add on and make things better. But rather, what are we seeing? This SOS that you are telling us about is serious and dangerous and hazardous, health-wise, because the person staying there can get an infection or can fall ill easily. We'll sit down, this rent control people will go there. I give you 2-3 months or even up to a year. We'll come and discuss the same thing. We will come here and discuss the same thing, that students are facing challenges. Rents are being increased. Arbitrary. You go this year, they increase. You go next year, they increase. And sometimes the increase is more than the 3% inflation that they are giving us today. You look at the percentage increment, and it's over 30%. You ask yourself, but we thought inflation was 3%, so goods should not be increased more than 3% averagely. If it has gone up on Bokra, 5%. So is there the truth in these inflationary figures? We leave it to Ghanaians to judge. But Moro, the challenges facing the university, and why I'm saying that it will come to notice that most of these universities need a hostel. Because whether you like it or not, people want somewhere to sleep or stay and attend classes or lectures. The universities are built, or they are focused on building lecture halls and other things, and are looking past the hostels because they think private people will do it for us. After some time, they will transfer it to us. So why should we go and focus there? Let us rather focus on the lecture theaters while we increase our intake. But we are doing ourselves a disservice. I remember very well, sometime when I was chatting with my mom, and she was telling me that, in their times, they even used to give them meals at the universities 3 times. They had eggs, they had chicken, they had everything. And it was 1 in a room. Today, 4 in a room. Sometimes, even if you go, you might even get 6 in a room. Because there are some of them they call the pitches. They don't have a hostel. They can't pay for it. So they'll come and pitch with the other people by sleeping there for some nights. Sometimes it's even a whole time. And this is affected. 1, health-wise is not good. 2, people don't have money to do this well. And 3, the electricity and water and other things that they are not paying for, that they are paying for now, it's all affecting them. And it's all based, as my brother said, he says their government is a listening government. Me, I know for sure that the government, I mean, this will fall on deaf ears. They'll do and at the end of the day, because this is a government who over 1 year, they have told us that they are investigating their organizer, national organizer, and first vice or their vice chairman for Galamsey and Galamsey operational activities. But up till now, it's not been done. No news has been heard. No paper has been brought on it. So it tells you that this is a government that they came on lies. They are living in a paradise of lies. And they are going to live with a defeated lie approach. Thank you.
Let's move on.
Moro,
let's move on.
it's not,
Let's
I
not stress
think-
it. Let's not stress it.
No, no,
Two
Moro.
more topics.
Moro, I respect that, but Moro, it is only fair, Moro.
Hamza,
So we will not have any right of reply on this matter. Yes, but this is an important topic.
If you respond, you come back.
Moro. But this has always been the standard practice on this show.
But
So don't do that. Especially if you do that, you are being unfair to the students. No. This is easy.
Why is it being unfair to the students?
I'll explain why. No, they are not students. But we are representing the interests of students. Moro. You see.
But make it very
and that is part of the problem.
So that they can also make it big.
Because it is not the usual political discourse. You see, you want us to gloss over it and let it go.
Oh, no, because I want us to do 3 topics.
No, yes, but now your standard has always been when we do the first, there's a right of reply. Let us be. Look,
okay,
Nooks
so let's make it brief.
Nooks. This is the future of the country.
You go
we are
ahead.
talking about.
Be brief.
You see, first of all, when my brother was talking, I had to look at him again. But then I was reminded that this is the new patriotic party, typical. They don't know when to draw the line, and they don't know when to be sensitive when it comes to the development of this country. Look, I can sit on this platform and enumerate a number of interventions that this government seeks to roll out within the 4-year mandate that it has in power, especially after getting the economic fundamentals right. I have the NDC manifesto and the steps that are being taken to actually actionalize it. No person can discount the economic impact of the no-fee stress policy on the life of the ordinary Ghanaian. Indeed, it was even implemented at a time that the NDC was under no obligation to do so. Because if you look at the 2024 campaign manifesto we presented, we said that we will roll it out in 2025, our first year. But by the time we assumed office, students were already in school. As a demonstration of good faith, we went back to reimburse students for the payments they made under the MPP regime. So if you have a problem with that strategy, then clearly you have not been following the issues. And students have not been paid less than they actually paid in the various schools. Their monies are paid through the schools to the students. And as we roll it out, there will be inherent challenges. And those challenges have been confronted along the way. That is one single most important addition intended to lessen the economic burden of parents introduced especially post-1992 of our constitution. Check more. So you cannot discount it. Secondly,
let me ask you this on this same issue. Alfred raises the issue about the way this no stress fee thing has been operationalized. And he raises the issue about, look, if the parent has to struggle to go and find money to pay in advance and the government pays later through the schools, as you rightly said, then it means that the stress is still there. Whereas if the policy was that
I just explained to you why that
no, understand. I get
given.
it. And that's what I'm asking. No, I'm asking for a good reason. And that, why isn't it the case, rather, that once you qualify, you just go, the government will pay later. So then that gives you the opportunity to explain how the thing or the policy works. That's why I'm asking you.
But that is the point I'm making. You see, I already explained to you that when we came, the students were in school.
Yes.
We needed to pay.
Yes.
Reimburse. We are not under any obligation based on our manifesto promise. But as a demonstration of good faith, we went back to pay. And the policy moving forward is to ensure that even before the students report, those payments are made. And that is what the SLTF is working on now, currently, as we speak.
Alfred, are you okay now?
No. Because it's
no, but you don't expect him to be okay. Even Moro, under the current dispensation. Moro, can I finish? Moro, even under the current dispensation. You see, today, if parents are even going to look for money, even those they will be borrowing from, they are aware that the parents will be able to pay because government will pay back.
Right, that's true. At least
that's a lessening of the burden. They themselves, please. They themselves don't have to go and look for money to be able to service those debts.
Yeah.
And the question I asked, if all of a sudden You have a better understanding of how this policy could have worked. What were you doing in the last 8 years as far as special education is concerned? What policies did you introduce to lessen the burden on parents? If you look at the fees we are talking about, a chunk of it skyrocketed during your term. Check it. Because you lost a handle on inflation. You lost a handle on the economy. And many of these hostel operators decided to take advantage of that system to exploit us more.
More if you're going to go down Tanya.
And more, you see where my disappointment comes from this morning. I decided to approach this issue as a nationalistic concern.
That's not true.
Beyond the borders of politics.
It's not true.
And as a senior.
It's not true.
As a senior and a parent, I'm sure that he has children who have gone through university education. I haven't gotten to that stage yet. And many of these students, I'm sure listening to him, will be disappointed
by you.
And begin to even further doubt those who are given political mandate to lead in this country. Because he has decided to use their legitimate concerns and frustrations to do cheap NPP politics. And that doesn't speak well of the elderly in our society.
He's not an elderly yet.
No, he is.
No, not yet.
He is. And you see, and when we say these things,
I take this as an insult.
No, it is not.
No, I take it as an insult. No, I take it as an insult. Okay,
Moro, speak a language I understand.
He said it doesn't speak well.
But that is
it doesn't speak well of you. That's the truth.
It's an insult.
No, it's not the same as
it is not.
You started nicely and you ended with politics. When they are hitting you back at that, then you say, hey, you cannot do politics with it. Please.
No, he says.
Please.
No, he says.
Moro.
He said.
Let's be realistic and let's be truthful in power.
No, he said he's done everything possible with his submission to make this conversation
when he was ending, where did he end? When he was ending, where did he end?
With the politics.
No, when he was ending the first one, where did he end?
If you can remind us, exactly.
Didn't he say Mahama was a listening person and he knows you come and listen to
the president of this country for everybody?
But do you dispute it?
Doesn't everybody?
No. Even there are leading members of the NPP who agree that this president is a listening president.
Moro, he's had 6 minutes.
All right.
Moro,
he's the one on the floor, so let him.
I was about to land when you decided to.
Please land in the next minute so that we can.
We must have limits in doing our politics and in our search for political power or political power positions. We must. We must know when to draw the line.
Okay.
And I will say this with my head up. That is why the NDC continues to be different when it comes to the politics of this country than the NPP.
Okay. Alfred.
Because they have even done politics with dead bodies in this country, if you remember.
7 minutes, I'll have my time.
They don't know when to apply the brakes.
Okay. All right.
He's had 7 proper minutes.
Yes,
and let me go on. You see,
please go ahead.
My brother is very funny when it comes to, you see, I keep on saying, they lie and they lie through their teeth. Everybody saw him this morning making politics out of this. Praising his maker that he can deliver Ghana. Even when he was lamenting.
My maker is God. God is my maker.
Are you going to interject like that?
No, I'm just reminding you in case you don't know.
So right now, let me do my own. You've had 7 minutes. Let me even take 1 minute that I just interrupted 30 seconds. Let me take that one out and say 6 minutes. I'm talking to you, you don't want me to talk.
Alfred, please, let's focus.
He's come on and lamented this morning about the deplorable state of our universities. And the simple question I asked, if you in government, you are lamenting, then me in opposition, who should I lament to? Because within the round table, you could not take a decision. And it took the, rent control people to go and chase this.
But is rent control not part of government?
Good. So you
is it not a government
You put the rent control director.
Of course, we appointed.
Okay, good. So now you've appointed someone that tells me that your educational minister could not take decisions. So the rent control will have to go there and do certain things to remind you.
Is that the job of the educational minister? No, Moro, you need to ask him. Is the rent issues, does it fall under the mandate of the educational minister?
Hostel in universities fall under education.
We are talking about
when they were going to open the recently.
At best, the Minister of Education will refer to the Rent Act.
Why is he being jittery? Why are you being
I'm not being jittery, I'm correcting you because
you are not correcting. Correct yourself. Correct yourself.
Let him flow. Answer, please.
Correct yourself.
Okay, it's okay.
The man is so jittery and so I mean you can't even sit on you. You can't sit
you
on
are
your
rather
seat.
jittery. You see, you are rolling all
You
over.
can't sit on your seat.
You are jittery.
When I talk one, he talks five.
Please,
Thank you very much, Moro. And tell him that he should be a gentleman.
No, he is.
And if he wants to be an elder, if he wants to be an elder, that he wants to be.
That you're saying something which is not true, and that's why he's.
You see, when NDC is born on lies, living with lies, and dies with lies, this is what happens. Anything you say, they think, oh, you are lying to them, so they themselves they start becoming jittery. Coming back to it, listen, hostels in any university campus is under education. Education has a monitoring and evaluation team. They have a monitoring team that every time they have to go and check on certain things that are going on.
No, the hostels are under the Works and Minister of Works and Housing. In fact, if you read a story,
let me tell you, no,
just that
it can't just be. Listen,
you see the hostel,
rental, and all those things. We'll go. I'm coming. Let me tell you something.
Under tourism.
Yes, tourism.
Good. So the point
which comes. So you bring tourism in.
Sectorial.
Thank you.
Good. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you create the impression as though it is only
education. But we are talking about education. It's part of education.
I get it. In fact,
so me, I will look at I will look at education.
Yes.
I wouldn't look at the other sector. I'm looking at where it's affecting me.
Yes.
The moral.
Because for now, the students were
substitute or mind of the children are at risk.
Yes.
If someone is living in this deplorable condition, and he goes, you tell him that go and sit down, and the teacher is teaching and he can learn, then that person is a miracle baby. I'm telling you. Moro. And they don't understand this. Listen, when we were doing, you see, because we came. Hamza.
No, I'm just reminding you that's the system that changes. So that means we are miracle babies.
Should I speak your language so that you understand what I'm saying?
Just a few minutes ago, you called him elderly. And now you're harassing your elderly man.
And now he's even behaving like a child.
I am. As compared to him, I'm a child. That's why I was surprised. Compared to him, I'm a child.
So can I go on?
Yes,
I'm begging you. Please keep quiet. Take the notes. And anything you say, I beg you. I'm begging him. This one I'm begging him. Can I give you? I love the name. Can I give you my water to add on?
No, I can give. I cannot give mine.
Thank you. So coming back to my submission, Moro. When we were starting the free SHS, it wasn't by chance. And we made, you see, Ghanaians even thought that we would do it within the first by the end of the first 4-year mandate. But we started gradually and escalated it. And it was on point. So some challenges came in, and I will say straight away that there are still challenges. But it was on point. People were happy. We didn't tell parents that go and look for money and come and pay and get your.
Sorry, I beg you.
When they
I beg you. Shouldn't you rather be crediting or be commending this government for implementing a policy retrospectively? And I'm saying this. Right. Okay. As he rightly said.
When they came.
No, as he rightly said. The NDC made a promise in opposition. They win power, and then they assume the realms of power. But what did they do? They said, okay, even though we made the promise, at the time that these students were talking about had already...
They were not continuing students that they did.
No, you're not getting my point.
They were freshers. They made it to payments to get it right.
No. They made it to students who had already gotten their school. So you see, they could have decided. They could have decided.
No, let me correct you.
They could have decided that because we just came and you have already enrolled, so we can start say the following year. But they started paying for students who had already even enrolled even before they came to power. That's the point he's been trying to make.
And that is not right. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
They were freshers. You see, they started in January.
Yes, January.
Some of the students came around, I think, February or so.
Okay.
They had read the budget, the new budget.
Okay.
And that is where, after their budget, they paid.
When was budget read?
Budget was read sometime in March.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm telling you that the students came in February. So it was after they read
so
the
your point is that they didn't pay
they
for
came
2024.
Yes.
They didn't pay for 2024 first year students.
That is all I'm saying.
They paid for 2025 first year students.
That's not
it was 2025. And it was because, and I'm explaining to him because he doesn't remember. It was because they read their budget immediately after they came to school.
Yes.
So they said, hold on, the budget has now come in. if you remember very well, they said, let's give it to you. You go and pay for it.
But
we'll
after
pay
the
you
budget
back.
has been read, obviously,
Yes,
before we can pay
that was when the
money.
education minister came in.
Okay,
so it's not a matter of maybe it was a previous.
Okay,
it is not true.
I get it.
And I remember my facts very well. I don't come and sit here and just
Moro,
talk.
you don't say I get it unless you want me to.
No, there are practical challenges because you see,
Listen.
when you came to power.
I don't want to interject. So allow him to. I will just.
So why are you doing the same thing that you said you
The
will?
students had already enrolled, so
you go.
Thank you
So
very
what's like?
much.
So you didn't pay for 2024?
No, they didn't pay for 2025. It's 2025 students.
The academic year
2025 students.
Academic year starts.
Starts. To be honest, I've not been following.
It's February.
It's February.
Thank you.
It says February.
It's
Okay,
February.
That's fine.
It used to be September.
Okay.
But it changed
To February.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about that.
So where did we go? Where did we go wrong
Okay,
in
that's
our
fine.
submission?
That's
You see, when you come and sit
But I
here,
hope you don't have a problem with the practical challenge that the government had to face for the reason they couldn't pay immediately.
should
They
I
had to wait
go?
for the
Should I
budget to be
go
read.
and cry
But I
on their
hope you
challenge for
appreciate
them? Me, I'm not a no. I'm not a government appointee to cry here. It's government appointees who are
So
crying
please
now.
go ahead.
Let me go ahead.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm trying to reach the SLTF.
Sure,
Because I know
And get the facts
I am.
right.
It's
Oh,
not
you
about
can-
the
you
facts.
can-
I am
you can call
convinced
them.
about
We
what
can
I'm
give you
telling
5 minutes.
Because
You want
that
confirmation
was
from them. Oh, I thought you said you were
that
not going
was
to interject.
actually a challenge within
No.
government.
I thought you said you
The
were not
Ministry
going
of
to- I've shown you
Education
the
and that
challenge.
of Ministry of Finance.
Yes.
Because Ministry of Finance was of the view
Moro, is he on the
that
floor?
it was not our liability, and that those who are enrolling, those students that the universities would admit going forward would be our liability. That was the bone of contention between the two ministries.
Okay, so
the
the
contention
general
was
students
in-
had already been enrolled
Yes.
in 2024.
No. You see, they
were
had
enrolled in
already been
25
enrolled.
February. Let me tell you.
When was
Let
Muhammad
me
sworn?
explain
He was
to you.
sworn in
In January,
December.
yes,
January.
January, yes.
Let me
You
tell you,
understand.
the
But at
contention
time,
that
when the
I've
students in
explained.
school-
No, but
they were
admissions
not.
have been given.
Have been given.
They were not in
Admissions
school.
have been
But
given.
admissions have been given.
And school
They were
debt-
not in school.
payment deadlines have been
Admissions
given.
already been given. So everybody knew what they were doing.
But that is, you see, and that is what I explained, and which he's not getting.
So his part
But
is
I
that
helped him
they
a
would have
little bit.
decided not to pay for those ones who had already been admitted before they came to power. He said they were not
You
under any
admitted
obligation.
when? January.
No, they got admission letters in December, right? I believe so. They got it in December.
Whether December or
And then
January.
started school in February.
He started school after he was put in as president.
Okay, let's
And
not belabor the
I-
point. Let's not belabor the point.
You see,
Let's not
I
belabor the
am
point
helping him
because
by
of time.
saying that I know there were challenges
Okay.
because the budget was read
Yes,
in March.
in March, yes.
And that
So
was
they couldn't
where
have
they
paid,
put in
before the
yes.
budget was
So
read, yes.
if I'm helping you and you want to now come
Let's
and
not
do
be
gymnastics,
helping me. Let's not be biased. Let's
you
not
are
be
not coming to
biased.
do gymnastics
It
because
doesn't
you don't
take
want
away
to
the
flow.
importance of the nose
Thank
resting.
you.
It doesn't take it away.
Thank you.
Yes.
The importance is that parents cannot even go to a bank. You cannot use that fiat by government that I'm going to a bank to take a loan, so that when the people pay me or when the school pays me, this is your money that I came to.
But Alfred, you recognize that these same parents would have paid anyway,
Some.
with or without no stress
Some.
free.
But you
No,
promised
majority
a
would
lot.
have paid.
Do you know a lot of people did not attend school because of that?
But
you know.
But
you know.
But
no, the answer be do you know?
No, of course, no. That's
Thank
the
you very
reality.
much.
But today, if I'm not able to afford to pay my child's school fees because because I don't have the money, when I hear government says I will pay, it is easier for me to go to somebody and say, give me money.
I have given you another situation.
Okay.
Where someone came to me in Cape Coast.
Yes.
And I
you
can
paid.
show you.
And you've not
I
been
can show
refunded.
you. I've not been
That's
refunded.
what we need. So that would need to get to the bottom
And
of it.
I
Because
am
that's not
telling you that
is
it is
what the
not as
policy is
if
supposed
what
to
he
do.
is saying. Yes.
Yes, but I'm saying
Then our
that
policy is
so
given
there are two.
after.
So there are two different things.
What was
There are
their
situations.
policy
There are
for- at the
situations
tertiary
where
level intending
there are
to lessen the
situations
burden
where the
on
monies
parents?
were paid, as you are claiming and alleging and asserting, that the monies were paid.
And if it
Except
wasn't
that
the
it was
full
not
in-
refunded.
Yes.
And even if it was refunded, it
It wasn't the
it wasn't
full.
refunded in full.
Yes.
That's one.
Yes.
Then there's another one where you're saying that this thing where you say you pay people school fees and then parents have to go and struggle to look for the money and pay in advance before you refund it. Where then lies this no
There's
stress.
stress, no stress. Because you are telling the person that you don't want to give me stress.
It is because
I am going to support you.
But I get it. It's a fair point. But I'm saying that aren't you better off? Aren't you better off knowing that when you pay the money, government will pay back? It
So,
is easier
let me give you-
to go
let
and
me
borrow,
give you- let me
knowing
give
that the
you-
money will be refunded
let me give you the
than not even
situation.
knowing where
You
you're going to
see-
get the money to pay.
You see, the whole.
Do you get the point I'm trying to make?
You see, you are making it as simple as that.
Okay.
But there's something beyond that.
Okay.
Let's even look at it on another perspective.
Okay.
That you've paid my first year for me.
Yes.
How do I go around the second year?
Well, it's a
How do
very
I go around the
legitimate
third
question.
year? How do I go around the 4
It's a
years?
legitimate question.
And
that
I can back for now.
Question,
you
yes.
see, there are so many challenges
That's a very,
about
that's
you see,
another
it
layer
was
of conversation
it was
we have
just
to
a
look at.
political gimmick that they were given. And that is why up to now they still have challenges in delivering on their promise.
But that's why, and Hamza's rightly said,
you know what?
That the students' loan, what's the name? You mentioned the name of this
Students' Loan Trust Fund.
Student Loan Trust Fund.
Yeah, they are supposed to be supporting the students with from second to the final year. Make sure that they pay.
From where?
And now
he
doesn't understand.
We even knew that we were withdrawing the Students' Loan Trust Fund, so that people can apply, and
without a guarantee, without a guarantor. You promised it. No, one second. Let's finish this.
No, I'm just going to. He's been speaking for more than 7 minutes.
Who says so?
But I also time you.
Same way you time me. Look at the time. Look at the time.
So you've been speaking for 11 minutes.
For 7 minutes. I spoke for 3
minutes.
minutes.
I've had a lot of interactions with him.
But he did a lot of interactions. Listen, he did 07. He did 07. I'm doing 02.
No, I'm just providing information.
No, he said he's
I
not
don't need
you.
information. I don't need your information.
No, you need it.
I don't need you. I said I don't need it.
Oh,
I don't need your information.
Your son wants to help you.
I don't need the information.
But that's his job.
Keep your information.
His job is to
He should
support
keep
you.
his information. When he gets to his time, he can give his information. Moro.
Yes, boss.
You are asking why not the other years.
Yes, not the other years.
And I am telling you.
I don't need it. I said keep it. Moro. Before we came into office, remember they had cut off teacher training, and nursing training allowance, and they said that people should go and get a loan, and that when they get the loan, they should be able to repay after their SNET system with their SNET number and blah 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 when they get a job. Then when we came in, we said that listen, even the loan that you are telling people to go and pay, it was quite difficult because a lot of people can't get guarantors. A lot of people have gone through the SNET system, and people don't want to guarantee for them.
True.
That
they're
was
not paying
when,
back.
yes, that was when you brought in your Ghana card to use as a self-guarantor.
Yeah.
And your SNET number
to
get the loan. That was what we introduced. True. Because we wanted people to be less stressful.
That's true.
But we were not making noise about it. We did not go on a rampage and say that, listen, we are giving you a no-stress situation. Where, right now as we speak, people are going through serious stress to even look for kobo to eat. How much more kobo to go and pay fees? Okay. Oh, I don't want to go on and on about this because we have other too. There are so many challenges there. If they said they are listening government, when I'm speaking, they will at least take notes and go and discuss it and see how they can correct it to make it better. But TNT syndrome is affecting them. And now they want to come and tell me that they want to help me rather. Help yourselves.
Okay. All right. So, gentlemen, I want us to look at. We'll take a break. Okay. All right. So when we return from this break, I want us to look at a health-related matter. So there was an incident sometime in January this year. A committee was put together. It was chaired by Professor Bedu Akosa. The committee is done with their job. And the findings are quite interesting, and they've also made some recommendations. So from education to health, and it's a matter that deals with emergency protocol, processes, and so on and so forth. Even bed capacity management is also another matter which has come up. But more recently the latest has to do with whether or not these health practitioners or these health workers, first of all, must be named as what has happened yesterday, where they've been named and shamed. And the health minister says that these health professionals are going to be sanctioned. We don't know the form and shape those sanctions will take. But what we do know is that the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association are not happy that these names have come up, and so on and so forth. And the Ghana Medical Association also thinks that some of their members are going to be victimized unfairly and unduly, given the stress under which they are working, and that what happened to Charles Amisa, the 29-year-old engineer who works with was the name Promotional, was not something that was occasioned by negligence per se. It's just the reality of our healthcare delivery system. So we'll look at that matter, and then we will perhaps end the show with that particular conversation. So stay with us. Yes, we don't have all day today. The earlier topic is a very important topic because a lot of parents who are not happy with the hike in hostel fees. Yes. Anyway, so stay with us. It's Good Morning Ghana. Please don't go anywhere.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Launching BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Study a job-ready university program, BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Job is ready for graduates who possess degrees and certificates in BSc Development Economics, professional certificate in Theoeconomy, certificate in Theoeconomy with business. Enroll at the Department of Theology and Economics at the Ghana Christian University College, Amrahia, Adenta Dodua Road, Accra. Full bursary is available for BSc Development Economics graduates to study master's program at a state university in South Africa. Enroll now. Take advantage of this opportunity to join elite professionals in economics. Call 0557-351-090 or 0575-633-307 or 030-296-0542. WhatsApp us on 0557-351-090 or you can get in touch online on www.theoeconomy.edu.gh. Powered by the Center for Theology and Economics, CTEC.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event ground and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
Wabedum time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Mekwaya mabesisia. Abozege. Akache say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey. But I tell me. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji. Dabio, baby wom. Ready? Hey, baby woman. Ah, Ajay. I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would I die? Why your funeral? At to phone for Aerofield Trading. Sorry, it killed them all.
Na mum share na ndadanya waso mosquito coil esudi wo munumu. Na say spray wo dan mu so a. Twan sima adronum ansa na akodan no mu.
Enkratoi FDA agiatum.
Hello, I'm Pedro, Togolese living in Ghana. I invite all the Togolese to come and Metro TV on 23rd May 2026 at 9 a.m. This event, we are going to present one of the best food of Togo, which is ademe soup. Ademe soup is one of our herbal food that we use a lot of things like fish and the wole and the cow meat. And the base of that things is we use the red oil to mix it. Une fois encore, je vous invite tous les Togolais à venir à Metro TV le 23 mai 2026 à 9h pile pour un event appelé Cook Africa. Nous avons vu que mes deux bonami et mes bonami veulent les dîner à mes quelques blagues voir et ton lien les Metro TV peut digiper nous pour moi dire mais peut te goûter qu'à temps nous va les miao. Alors mia no ju le mia do bibi mia pe nous doit aller ticket mia na à demain ti akpe.
Your world, your stories, your moment.
Welcome to Metro TV.
From breaking news to uncovering the facts of the story. Breathtaking events, mouth-watering trends, and unstoppable entertainment, all in one place. From the banks and corporate institutions to shows that tell you all about the economy. Checking your pulse and keeping a steady heartbeat. Stories of love to blockbuster drama. From crazy fans and hats-pounding sports, we bring you shows and events the whole family loves. This is Metro TV, where every moment matters. Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments. In a time where noise is loud, but clarity is rare, one program is changing the conversation. Welcome to the Intelligence Desk. This is not a talk show. This is a working studio. Each week, we break down the biggest national and global issues from AI and digital transformation to trade, jobs, governance, and national competitiveness, and turn complexity into practical, usable knowledge. Sharp questions, structured thinking, real solutions built live on air. With resident resource person Dr. David King Boyson, the show moves beyond commentary, designing frameworks, mapping strategies, and holding decision makers accountable. From the big issue briefing to the strategy lab to the innovation and opportunity board, every episode delivers tools you can use. If you care about Ghana's future, if you value clarity over chaos, if you believe leadership requires intelligence, then this is your desk. The Intelligence Desk, hosted by RSM Kofi Dole Lawson on Metro TV, where Ghana thinks forward.
Dr. Anne-Marie Kudowo should be referred to the management of Police Hospital and to the Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa and for being untruthful to the committee. Dr. Nina Naomi Ejram Adotevi should be referred to the management of Greater Accra Regional Hospital as their employer. They have oversight, administrative and management disciplinary processes that they must go through, and the Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa. Dr. Ida Durant should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa. Dr. Genevieve Ajar should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa. Ms. Akosia B. Texan should be referred to the management of Greater Accra Regional Hospital and to the Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa. Ms. Joy Daisy Nelson should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emisa. Ms. Salamatu Al-Hassan Edu should be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty.
I want to accordingly direct my Chief Director, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Health, to write to the following people, the following health professionals and their hospitals and their regulators, that disciplinary actions be taken against them. 1. Dr. Anne-Marie Kudo should be referred to the Police Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council with immediate effect. Dr. Nina Naomi Iram, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council. Dr. Ida Durant be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council. I understand some of these facilities have already started disciplinary actions against some of these people, and I'll urge them to expedite action on them, and their respective regulators must also do same. Dr. Genevieve Aja must also be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council. Ms. Akosia B. Texan must be referred to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and then NMC. Ms. Joy Daisy Nelson, Kolebu Teaching Hospital and NMC. Ms. Salamatu Al-Hassan Bedu must also be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and NMC.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. We have about 20 minutes to end the show, so would my guests would duly do justice to the next topic in the next 20 minutes. But before we continue, let me just bring this to your attention. It's a very, very important information that I need to, I need to divulge to you. Now, the most wanted, the most desired, and the most anticipated event is here. Over 20 African embassies, over 20 different African dishes. The whole, and of course, there's one host. The whole Africa converging at Metro TV for Cook Africa as part of activities marking the celebration of the AU Day. Now, is on the theme, Healthy Bites, Brighter Africa, Cooking for Wellness. Come taste best African cuisines on Saturday, 23rd May, 2026 at 9 a.m. prompt at Metro TV premises, Northridge. This event is a Metro TV initiative. It's supported by Metro Digital, Original TV, and Original FM. So for sponsorship and partnerships, please call 054 02 81537 054 02 81537. Cook Africa 2026, Healthy Bites, Brighter Africa, Cooking for Wellness. Also discover MNC Group Global. They are your #1 partner in minerals and food commodity, trading, real estate development, general logistics, procurement, management, consultancy, investment advisory, import and export with headquarters in East Legon. Accra, Ghana, MNC Group has offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia, USA, Arizona in Italy, and Hanover, Germany. We also connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Reach us on MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com or call us on 0302 998 246 or 0265505 or 056-103-2252. MNC Group, totally reliant. Let me do this. Okay. So I want us to look at this story. So how senior medical doctors neglect public wards for private clinics in no-bed syndrome as GMA and GRNMA criticize Professor Jimabida Akosa for revealing identities of errand members. Now, that story is here. We're told by today's Larry Dogbe's Herald that the report of the committee chaired by Professor Jiman Bedu Akosa into the circumstances around the death of road accident victim Charles Emisa may fail to address the deeper structural problems confronting Ghana's public health system as concerns grow over the persistent absence of senior medical officers from hospital wards. Information gathered by the Herald suggests that the challenges extend far beyond the widely discussed no-bed syndrome, with many senior medical officers, specialists, and consultants reportedly absent from duty for prolonged periods, leaving junior doctors and house officers overwhelmed by the workload. According to sources familiar with operations at major public hospitals, several senior doctors spend significant amounts of time managing private clinics and hospitals, leaving patients referred to facilities such as Kolebu Teaching Hospital with limited access to experienced medical practitioners. The revelations emerge as the Ministry of Health has directed 7 health professionals from the Police Hospital, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Kolebu Teaching Hospital to face disciplinary proceedings following the release of the committee's report into the health of Charles Emisa. Those cited for disciplinary action are Dr. Ida Durante, Dr. Genevieve Aja, Joy Daisy Nelson, and Salamatu Al-Hassan of Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Nina Naomi Aram and Akosia B. Texing of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Dr. Anne-Marie Kudowo of the Police Hospital. Charles Emisa, an engineer with Promotional Ghana, died from injuries sustained in a hit-and-run accident in February this year after a vehicle knocked him off his bicycle. Sources told the Herald that many senior medical officers attached to Kolebu own private health facilities in and around the teaching hospital, including the Bishop Bawa area of Accra, and are rarely present on the ward. So it's about so that's the angle that the Herald has taken the story, which is to say that the doctors are pursuing other interests. They are private hospitals, private clinics, and so they would rather you come to their clinics so they can take proper care, because that's where they can make some more money. But the public hospitals, there's no money to be made. And so when you come there, you don't get the kind of quality service or health care that you deserve. But the president of the Ghana Registered Nurses Association and Midwives Association, Perpetual Fori Amanfo, has criticized the decision by publicly disclose the names of health professionals cited in the investigative report into the death of Charles Emisa, describing it as unnecessary and harmful. The 3-member investigative committee chaired by Professor Bedu Akosa recently presented its findings. Now, speaking to Joy FM, the lady, that's Madam Ufria Amanfo, said, while the association is here to formally review the full report, the manner in which information has been released into the public domain raises serious concern. She notes that although accountability is important, naming individual health workers in such sensitive cases exposes them to undue public scrutiny and emotional distress. And then you also have the Ghana Medical Association, who have also, waded into this matter. They are saying that government must focus on fixing long-standing weaknesses within Ghana's emergency health system rather than concentrating solely on punishing medical professionals implicated in the death of Charles Emisa. Let me start with you, Alfred. I don't know that. I don't know whether have you seen the full report of the Professor Lidu Akosa report? Have you seen the full report? Snippets of it. Okay.
Not the full report.
All right.
But I've heard.
You've heard a lot.
Things on it, yeah.
So the report is out. I have a copy of the report, but I can't put everything out there. It's out, but I think that most of the things that have been put out in the public domain about sanctioning them and the names that have been put out there, essentially captures what the report, in the report says. But you heard from the Ghana Medical Association. You think that the issues are much deeper than punishing certain persons or certain individuals, say with the Ghana Registered Nurses Association. But the question which a lot of people have asked is that how does punishing those people deal with the problems that we have with our health delivery system? So that's where maybe you may want to come in.
Yeah, and Moro, you ask yourself, when you punish or when you treat these doctors whose names have been mentioned and has put some shame before them, even that alone is putting shame before them out there, does it really bring beds to Kolebu? Or does it solve the Agenda 111 problem? Or does it bring more hospitals on board? You see, there are deep-rooted problems within the health sector. And it's high time we bring it out and say it as it is. I feel sorry if it's my sister or whoever, brother, or those who have been named were related to me, I wouldn't feel happy about it. Because here is someone struggling under difficult circumstances to deliver. You rush a patient to the hospital. There are no beds there. What should the person do? Because it's a tight situation. That doesn't mean that the culture on which Ghanaians are known for, being very hospitable, being very nice to people, should be thrown away. I said it elsewhere, and I'll state it again, that as much as we've employed people, especially in these health sectors, where difficulties, trauma goes on, we need to keep on constantly, from time to time, giving them some, someone would say orientation. But in school, we have a name we give to it in school. You know, when you keep on, talking to people just to make sure that you calm their nerves and give them a sense of counseling. Okay. Yeah, thank you, counseling. That's what I wanted. It was escaping me.
Yeah.
You give them a constant counseling, whether the person is a doctor, pharmacist, physician, nurse, or whoever. Because what they go through daily, it's quite difficult. And I believe that Dr. Akosa knows that. What they go through in the hospitals, even in schools, teachers, everyone. It's like our counseling department in every organization has been thrown to the dogs. And people are ready and eager to point fingers at anybody apart from themselves when it comes to these challenges. I'm not saying it's not good to build CHIPS compound. I'm not saying it's not good to look at new ideas. But look at all our old hospitals. How many new blocks have been put in Kolebu? That, we've built a whole new ward. Like maybe what happened to Ridge. How many new blocks have been put there? So it's the same old blocks serving that community within Kolegono, Kolebu, Mamprobi, Dansoman, and its environs. And the numbers there have skyrocketed. The numbers there. And don't forget that when even people are sick from Adenta, Tema, and other places, they refer them to Kolebu as the hospital of hospitals. Everything comes back to Kolebu as the hospital of hospitals. What have we really done there? To say that there are places you go there, it's very weedy. And you ask yourself, can't they put another high rise here for a ward or something? For people to be admitted there? Can't there be more beds? We are eager to go and build a new hospital and put our name on it. That is the problem we have. And then when there are challenges and there are people who are suffering, then you go and blame the poor doctor who already is going through a lot to make sure that they deliver. I'm not saying that they also should not accept responsibility for certain things. Because sometimes when you go, in fact, when you look at our situation now, if not for the ambulances that we're given, sometimes when there is a critical situation, they can even leave the person in the ambulance for 5 or 10 minutes, and the doctor will come into the ambulance to give the person first aid or the medication they have to give, just to stabilize the person before they now look for a bed. Unfortunately, my brother will not. He will say you are doing politics, but it's the truth. Now we said that the ambulances are too many. We don't want more ambulances, or we don't want to even rehabilitate the old ones. But we want to go and bring something called the abobolance and the pragialance. That's a new term that has come into the system, where they said they are giving primary care. So if a situation like that happens, I don't know where you are going to put the person in the pragialance to make sure that you give the person first aid. But that beside the point. Where we've reached as a country, we seriously need to look at some of these things. We seriously need to take the health sector critical. And you remember when we were speaking on the, on the student hostel, I made a point that this SOS is talking about, that is primary health care. That is the first point of call. An outbreak in that hostel takes everyone off their feet. How many hospitals can admit them? UGMC cannot admit the whole, Legon students. How much more even the town around it, the towns around it.
Okay.
So, healthcare is critical. Fortunately or unfortunately for some big people, when they are even going to do their, checks, medical checks, they travel out. And they go and do every medical checkout. So they don't feel the pain and the plight of that ordinary Ghanaian, of that taxi driver, of that promisador, technical person,
the engineer.
They don't feel the plight of the market woman, the kayayu, the beggar by the streets, the people walking around. Because they cannot take a flight out to do medical checks. But what are we putting in place? The millions we claim to spend and change from one software to another. What are we putting in place that this ordinary man can also say that today I'm also going to do my necessary checks. I'm going to get the basic medical treatment that you are giving me. And when I go there, the nurse who yesterday went to the market, and his husband was traveling from Accra to Kumasi barely 2 years ago and paid 90 cedis. Is not today traveling down and paying 150 Ghana cedis when you tell me that economic fundamentals are good, inflation is stable, dollar is stable, the economy is going well. Because the person is sitting there frustrated. The person is sitting there tired. The person is sitting there and asking herself that, is it even worth it to die for people when I look at others and I see that they are doing exactly opposite of what they are preaching to me to do.
Okay.
And I will keep on saying that we need counselors for them on a monthly and yearly basis. We need to keep on reminding them the call to duty. We need to help them to grow out of some of the anxiety they go through. Because when you speak to them, when you talk to some nurses, when you talk to some doctors, you realize that they have serious challenges in their various hospitals.
All right. Let me end with you. You have 7 minutes, just as I gave him 7 minutes.
You give him more than
But there was a serious problem I wanted us to talk about, which didn't come on. You know, the attack on President Kufuor is very critical. We need to seriously look at that.
It's distasteful.
Because it's very distasteful, and I expect NDC should have issued a statement by now.
Why?
The person has said that he brought them into power.
Oh, but doesn't make him NDC.
He is. Didn't you see the? He's now issued a warning to the CID boss.
But there are so many.
You see, he's issued a warning to the CID boss.
Both parties have.
Have you seen the latest warning to the CID boss?
Yeah, but
latest warning by who?
Don't discuss him here. Hamza, please go ahead.
Moro, you see, when we are brought to discuss national issues, regardless of our parties and affiliations, and sometimes if you are not careful and you want to respond to
We have 7 minutes.
the politics of the NPP,
No, he knows.
you risk actually even annoying Ghanaians because Ghanaians
Yes,
already know
1
the
minute
depths,
interjections.
the depths within which they lie now. And so they expect us to focus and do the needful as far as our manifesto commitments are concerned. But it does not also mean that when we are confronted with national issues, we should wear a partisan lens, and that point needs to be made. And that is what the NPP fails to appreciate, even outside political power. And I see my brother, the whole of this morning, that's what he's been engaged in. But the issues at the center of our discourse this morning has to do with challenges confronting health delivery. For the first time in many years, concerns were raised over the death of, is it Emisa?
Yes,
Charles Emisa. Proactively, the minister responsible for health directed that a committee should be formed and looked into. And in a matter of days, the committee is out with their recommendations. That is an important milestone we should not take for granted. We all know the fate of committees in this country. It takes forever to even get the findings of these committees. But this has been timely and actually demonstrated commitment to responding to the exigencies of the time. And so we need to commend the health ministry and the leadership being provided by the Honorable Akando, especially when it comes to responding to challenges confronting the health sector. We all saw how within a matter of hours, he found himself at Reach Hospital when we had another similar situation. So this is not a minister or a government appointee who warms chairs. This is a minister or an appointee who understands that his work goes beyond the four corners of his office, especially that we are dealing with lives. And so that point needs to be made, and he must be commended. But you see, in all honesty, from where I sit, and based on my training as a lawyer, I can fully understand the concerns of the Nurses Association and that of the doctors. I can understand in terms of the hesitation or the call on the committee not to have made their names public. Because as a lawyer, I say I can appreciate them because these are recommendations that have come. And on the basis of these recommendations, the minister has proceeded to give some directives for the agencies to carry out. You see, for all you know, that is not the end of the matter. These people also have individual rights that they are likely to enforce and can appeal.
True.
So clearly, the concerns that maybe the names shouldn't have been made public is something we can associate with. And knowing the minister responsible for health, it is still not too late for the Nurses Association and that of the Doctors Association to further engage on the subject, so that going forward, we can fully have a protocol in place that deals with many of these excesses that we believe exist in the health sector without unnecessarily also exposing health practitioners to some kind of ridicule or disdain when it comes to their delivery. Because sanctions will be meted out. The consequence of many of these sanctions will not necessarily lead to dismissals for all. Maybe suspension and things of that nature. And these people would still have to come back. There must be that patient's confidence, even if you walk into a hospital and a doctor is attending to you. But your confidence will wane when the doctor's name is mentioned, and you know that this was one of the doctors that was suspended for A, B, and C. So maybe we have to look at these protocols going forward. And that is why I'm saying that knowing the minister and the posture of this government, I can understand. And I know that they will not be antagonistic to the concerns of the Nurses Association and that of the doctors. They will take it into consideration, and moving forward, we can find an acceptable protocol of dealing with this matter. But Moro,
yeah,
this is not the first time that we are complaining about the conduct of health practitioners. Absolutely not.
Right.
What happened to Charles, am I getting it right?
Emison.
Is not about the lack of beds. It's not about the lack of hospitals. We are simply being told that it had to do with negligence as far as the conduct of the committees, the outcome of the committee's report is concerned.
Absolutely.
Negligence. So it is tangential to be confronted with such a matter, and you seek to liken, or you, in your quest to achieve, to score some political goals, you decide to make it an issue of lack of beds or lack of hospitals. That is not accurate. And that is not a fair thing to do. And you are not being fair to the facts.
Right.
Especially when that system continued to persist and persisted even under you.
Right.
And remember, if you follow my interviews on the issue of no bed syndrome, I have always said that it is not a responsibility the failure is not a responsibility one political party should bear. Since 92, we have been alternating power. If we still have such challenges, it must be a blot, not only on that of the NDC, but that of the MPP as well.
So collective failure.
It's a collective failure. And those of us trained in the politics of the NDC, when these collective failures happen, we are bold enough to accept it and work to reform the system, especially now that we have promised a reset. And if you observe, the Minister of Health, the whole of last year, has been engaged in procuring beds and other vital medical equipment intended to more or less strengthen the capacity of the hospitals when it comes to many of these things.
Right.
And if you understand the free healthcare
Where would you
policy,
put the beds?
if you understand the free healthcare policy, my brother made references to, what do you call it? Ambulances and Aboboya and blast. You see, that means my brother dwells in the comfort of Accra. Comfort of Accra. Many of these hinterlands, even cars cannot have access.
Yeah.
And
because this is a developing nation. And so you look for alternative means of transport that can have access to these hinterlands.
Yeah.
And that is what a proactive government does.
Right.
And that is what we are doing. So if you do not appreciate the essence of that policy, please, when you are speaking, I was quiet.
Roads are bad. You did it to me at first. Let me
No, please.
You are smiling. You did it to me at first.
Roads
are bad. And you tell me that abobolance, that breaks down just like that, even on a good road. Even on a good road, it's okay to go in.
You are not a rural folk. So you are not a rural folk. So
what do I don't go to those places?
Maybe you don't.
I campaign all over the country.
You are not a rural folk. So
I know the roads.
Those who are from rural communities and our MPP delegates, yes, they appreciate and they should be worried.
You should be worried
about
because
you
even
as national
you see how they break down easily.
Oh, are you going to do that?
How much more on your back?
Are you going to? Why are you being jittery? As if you've been beaten by a bee.
Don't worry.
Why?
I've been beaten by
a bee. Please calm down. Calm down. Moro,
please land in a minute.
Yes, so Moro, you see,
it's not my fault.
For me, I think that
okay,
we should go beyond this committee's recommendations.
Okay.
I want to see a situation where government needs not intervene when it comes to medical negligence.
Right.
I'm hopeful of a system where the people themselves can take advantage of the laws of this country when it comes to the medical negligence laws. And what can we do to empower them?
Okay.
My proposal is to the effect that there's the need for them, maybe the Mahama cares.
All right.
To consider
adopting that you've changed.
To consider adopting as part of its core mandate enforcement of medical negligence claims, where they can liaise with legal law firms and have a standing agreement. Because many of these people, they don't have money to take medical practitioners to court.
Right.
But if we have a system in place where a state agency can partner with law firms, where people can simply work to these law firms, get their concerns done, and they can represent them. And even the judiciary have a dedicated medical negligence court.
It's a very good suggestion.
So that citizens can effectively hold practitioners when it comes to medical negligence out without government necessarily interfering with the process. Because that is what happens in the Western world, and that's how they are able to enforce
so people sit
their medical claims.
All right.
I'm shocked by some of these limitations and ideas.
No, today, even on this show, anybody who is watching us would know which party is nationalistic in character and the one that is parochial on this platform. They can tell.
We hear you. Jesse Boakon, he was a political marketing expert and an incoming national treasurer of the NPP OIC. That's one of your rivals. Anyway, your
he's finding a way of occupying. He's threatened by the space my brother is occupying.
He said, Moro, there are good doctors and nurses in the system. It's quite unfortunate that no bed syndrome made the doctors forget the ethics of the profession. Condolences to the bereaved family of the late Charles Emisa. One other problem is the nurses who are always on TikTok, even when they are on duty. This thing must be checked. The nurses on TikTok, you are giving Jesse Boakon a hell of a time. Please stop it. Jesse Boakon, political marketing expert and incoming national treasurer of the NPP. Now, this one's a happy birthday to Mr. Edward Atisoponu. You are the chief executive officer of Kalois Oil Company Limited. Today, we celebrate not only your new age, but also the wisdom, kindness, strength, and love you share with everyone around you. You have been a great source of support and inspiration, and we truly appreciate your presence in our lives. May this new year bring you good health, peace, happiness, and countless blessings. May your home continue to be filled with joy and laughter, and may all your heart desire come to pass. Enjoy your special day and have a beautiful celebration. Happy birthday once again from Cecilia Ayokiva. Hamza from Big Farm says that Assalamu alaikum, my brother. More, as much as we value the appointees, the good works of our doctors, they should also stop this issue of using strikes as a tool of punishing the Ghanaian people. The committee that was formed was a fact-finding committee, so whatever they come out with should be supported by recommendation. So GMA should stop this issue of threat against the nation by saying that they are prepared to go on strike. And then let me just end with this one here from Manche Bruce II. He says, Moro, while the no free stress policies is undoubtedly a very good initiative, a significant number of students have, through no fault of their own, been unable to derive benefit therefrom. For instance, students who did not possess a Ghana card were excluded from the scheme. Similarly, students enrolled in academic programs whose accreditation had lapsed but were undergoing re-accreditation by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission were also ineligible. Further, any discrepancy in the spelling or rendition of a student's name rendered them ineligible for the benefit. Thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And Juma Mubarak. My name is Al Dumor. Thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana. Same time Monday, 7 a.m. we'll be here. Bye-bye.
The most wanted, most desired, and the most anticipated event is here. Over 20 African embassies, over 20 different African dishes, one host. The whole Africa Converging